Scott here for After Hours Automotive again about the 2008 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. And today I was just gonna make a little video talking about an issue I had that I seemed to look for days online, on reading on forums and trying to figure out this issue that was going on with this. Here recently I posted a video about the fuel pump control module issue I was having, where the truck will shut off, and there's a little trick basically where you can get your fuel pump control module to act right again. I knew that what the problem was after backing the truck into a lake, filled the computer with water. But shortly thereafter, I started having another problem with the truck that was just kind of an assortment of issues. My door lock button wouldn't work. The turn signals would not work. The windshield washer fluid would not work. The flashers would not work, and my high beams wouldn't work. Also, whenever I open my door, the radio is supposed to shut off in here. That didn't work. And then I could turn these interior lights on manually, but this switch here wouldn't work. And I wasn't able to shut the headlights off at all. The truck would just stay on until the 20-minute battery tender shut off would turn everything off. So anyway, after months, I drove it that way and did some looking around, trying to figure out if it was wiring, maybe a bad ground. I've seen a lot of things where the grounds under the hood can give trouble. But I was hesitant to spend any money on parts, especially thinking that it could be a computer. And then on top of trying to see if it is the computer, buying a computer, then you have to have them flashed and go through the whole bit. It was just going to be a lot to try and guess at what the problem might be. But I finally broke down and I went to a junkyard and I got a body control module for the truck. So, I mean, with that assortment of problems going on, I felt like it was something that had to all be related to one control module that has to do with all those components. Went to the junkyard thinking that I would have to have it flashed before the truck would even run or anything. But I went ahead and gave it a shot anyway, just to see it, and I'll show you right here. So when you look under the dash, you have right behind your brake pedal, there's this black box here. This is your body control module. It has like 6 or 7 plugs of all different colors that plug into it, but it's just right here. It's accessible. So went to the junkyard, spent $75 on a computer, plugged it in, and lo and behold, every single thing in the truck works as it should. With the exception, now I've turned signals, the door locks work, the windshield washer fluid sprays as it's supposed to, all this good stuff. But the radio in this truck will not link up to the computer without being programmed to the VIN number of the truck. So you will have to go to Chevrolet and spend $125 here in West Georgia, or whatever the dealer rate is in your area, to have the radio unlocked to the new BCM. But if you have a variety of interior electrical issues, the body control module is the common component, and it most likely is that. Provided that, obviously you want to do proper diagnostic, make sure that there's no shorts or blown fuses, loose grounds, any of that kind of thing. But I was hesitant to believe that it would be this computer because it's pretty well protected being under the dash here. So I thought, maybe that it could be some component outside the vehicle, such as the fuel pump control module, which is in direct line of water, road debris, things like that. So I expected for it to go bad, but the body control module being pretty well protected, I wasn't expecting. Another reason why I was hesitant to replace it. But sure enough, it was the body control module. So $200 later, everything seems to be working fine. So if you have this issue with all of your interior components, swing by a junkyard and pick up a body control module and give that a shot. It's easy to replace, and if you plug the new one in and for any reason it doesn't work, or that sort of thing, it's not going to harm your truck. You can plug back the old one in, and you'll pretty much be left with the same situation you're already in. But that's that. Have a good one.